Have you ever been curious to see someone else's budget? Budgeting isn't something we usually learn in schools. It's not even something that's often taught in the home. Sometimes the first real live budget we ever see is the one we have to make ourselves. That can be intimidating. I'm Stephanie from sixfiguresunder.com, where I make our family's personal finances public. Each month since 2013, I've been sharing our real income, our real expenses, how we pay off debt, and how we save over on my blog, sixfiguresunder.com. Now I'm sharing with my YouTube community, and that's you. Thank you for subscribing and supporting this video. Okay, let's jump right into our January budget, and I'll show you all the numbers and all the details. If you're new to the way we budget on last month's income. We're a month ahead. So the income that we spent in January was earned in December, and the income that we earned in January will be spent in February. And here's the income that we earned for January. My husband's an attorney for the state of California. This was his take-home pay after taxes and health insurance and parking and some other things were taken out of his paycheck. This is my blog income after taxes. I take some out for self-employment taxes and just keep that and pay my estimated quarterly self-employment taxes from that. And this is what we earn from our Airbnb. The first thing we always budget is for tithing. We tithe 10% on our income from the month before. So this is 10% of what we earned in December. Fast offering is another way we give through our church. Then, let's see, down to monthly bills. Our mortgage, we pay $3,200 a month. That's our mortgage, our principal and interest, plus our homeowner's insurance and a little bit of PMI. Is that everything? Anyway, it's all wrapped there in $3,200. It's actually a little bit less than $3,200, but we round it up because I like nice round numbers. And then there's another like $17 or something that goes toward the principal in addition to the regular payment. That's a 15-year mortgage. We live in California. Houses are expensive. We just have a regular house, but they're expensive here. Electricity, speaking of expensive, holy cow, $381. This is our most expensive electricity month to date. Part of that is because we hadn't got firewood yet for our wood stove, so we used our central heat, and that's a lot more expensive to run. Also, because it's winter, we're drying our clothes inside instead of hanging them out to dry, which is what we do when it's not cold outside. Let's see, so that's really high. That also includes electricity for our rental, though. So that's 2 households, I guess. Car insurance, $168 a month. We have car insurance through USAA and love it. Internet, $70 a month. Water, 50-ish. That's half a month of it, or half a month. That's half a payment. We pay every other month. So like you can see, the payment was due. It was $90. We had put $40 the last month and $50 this month. Trash is $34 a month. That stays in here and comes out every other month. My cell phone, we have cell phones through Republic Wireless, and it's great. This is literally the whole payment. Like that includes taxes and stuff. Sometimes cell phone companies will really get you with the taxes and the fees and all that. This is everything included. It's a half a gigabyte of data, which is fine because I have Wi-Fi at home. But it's great. I'll leave a link below for Republic Wireless. This is an older plan. The plans now, I think you get 1 gigabyte for $20. And of course you can add more as you go if you need it. If you're paying too much on your cell phone, check them out. It's a great way to save money. Our home phone we have through Ooma. It's a voice over IP phone so that my husband can use it for work when he's working at home. Okay, so these bills are all pretty steady, pretty well, except for electricity. Hopefully it's a lot less than that other months, but we pretty much know what to expect with these. Our everyday expenses, these ones vary. We set $400 a month as our food budget. This month we went a little bit over $410. We also set a fuel budget of $400. This month we were under by $50, so $350 on gas for our cars. My husband commutes an hour each way a couple times a week, so that's where a lot of it goes, but we just drive. Okay, our household miscellaneous is an exciting one this month. Usually it's a lot higher. It's been as high as $400, but I think in 2018 it averaged $200 a month. Let's see. We returned 2 things to Home Depot, 2 security lights that were each $60. So that's $120 coming back into this category, which covered a $50 shower head, some nail clippers, mascara, toilet paper, a shop vac that we got when Kmart was going out of business and they were selling their a lot of stuff from their back room and different things. So anyway, $47 on household miscellaneous. Clothing, this is actually all from a trip to Kmart when they were going out of business. They had tons of kids' jeans, like bigger kids, for my older kids for the next couple of years. Anyway, we spent $45 but got tons of clothes for the kids for the future. Animals, we have 4 outdoor cats and I don't know, a dozen or so chickens. So this was 40 pounds of chicken feed and some, oh, let's see, 2 40-pound bags of chicken feed and some cat food. Kids activities, spent $75 for wrestling for my son, and then we have another $20 that's waiting to be paid right here at the beginning of February. Allowances, it looks like it hasn't come out yet, but this we get in cash and we haven't got it yet. Our kids remind us that. But I'll have a video coming up on that soon, I promise. I know I keep saying that, but it's really coming. Fun money, my husband and I, on the way home from a free date, we went to In-N-Out and got dinner, just a quick hamburger. So those are our everyday expenses for January. These are our sinking funds. They're great. So we put money aside each month and it just kind of gathers here in this pool, and when we need it, we use it. If we don't need it, it just moves over to the next month so that it's always there when we need it. For medical and dental, we're putting $400 a month. This year, we combined our medical and dental. We used to have dental separate, but we rarely used it, and anyway, we just consolidated. So $400 a month, and this year our medical situation changes a little bit. We will have to pay more out of pocket, but the premium is lower, and it covers the doctor that we want to go to. So during January, we went to the kids' doctor a couple times. Our oldest daughter got glasses. So I was 57. We had a couple things from 2018 that the bills came forever late that we paid. But so $132 out of our sinking fund for medical. Car repair, we have $300 a month. We spent $123 on brake supplies, parts for my husband to repair the brakes on his car. That leaves us with $1,800 in that account still. Christmas, we put aside $100 a month. I spent $10 on some wrapping paper and different things that I got 75% off after Christmas clearance. Life insurance, $75 a month. That will get us to where we need to be when our premiums are due in November. Birthdays and gifts, we put $40 a month. This month we spent $41. I was helping at a baby shower and got some prizes and also bought a baby shower gift. Registration, car registration and smog, we put $40 a month. This month we spent $122 to get our van registration renewed. We didn't put anything in home projects, we didn't put anything in home projects this month. That leaves us $700 just sitting there. Our family fun fund, this was what used to be called the kids fun fund. It's when the kids earn money collectively, like they work together to, collect cans when we're hiking that they recycle, or this is where the money goes from Ohm Connect when we get paid for lowering our electricity for a couple of hours different times during the month. I'll put a link. It's a really cool program, but you have to be in California or Texas. But if you are, you should definitely sign up for that. Our vacation fund is non-existent right now, which is fine, because we are focusing on our mortgage payoff. We made some crazy progress with our mortgage payoff goal this month. So we paid $7,000 toward our mortgage, and that sounds ridiculous, but let me tell you where that came from. So when I say we're a month ahead on our expenses, we live on last month's income. But because we had such a high mortgage, because we pay $3,200 a month, last year when we refinanced and got this 15-year mortgage, we wanted to get even more ahead, like an extra special mortgage cushion. So we decided to be 2 months ahead on that. So we had an extra $3,200 in our budget. So we budget like 2 months out for our mortgage. But we decided, since we're focusing on this goal right now, there's no sense in having that sit there. If something were to happen, we've got an emergency fund to take care of that. So we just took the extra mortgage, that $3,200, and paid it toward the mortgage right now. So that's where $3,200 of it came from. $1,400 of it was sitting in our tax, self-employment tax fund, that every month from my income, I set aside a percentage of my income for taxes, for self-employment taxes. And after we met with our tax guy in December, we realized we had paid enough in taxes. And so that's essentially my income that was just sitting in our tax fund that we hadn't used yet. It was earmarked for taxes, and we don't need it for taxes. And so we put that straight toward our mortgage. So that's where a big portion of our extra mortgage payment came from this month. Okay, we put $125 in our kids' 529s, $25 per kid, $500 toward my IRA, $90 toward our tax preparer, tax planning, and let's see, $100 toward our rental expenses. So that's what we did with our money in January, and we started keeping track of our mortgage payoff. This is our new big goal. If you have any questions about the way we do our finances, we're totally transparent about this. I'm happy to answer them in the comments.